Hey guys, Jeremy here from the Archeryshack. Wanted to do a quick video. I've had a lot of good feedback from a couple years ago when I did the Black Eagle Arrow overview. It was a little bit of a rushed video, and I thought maybe I could start slowly breaking down each individual model of arrow that they make. And I wanted to start off with our most popular seller, the Black Eagle Outlaw. So the Outlaw is what I would call the meat and potatoes arrow. This is your all-around good hunting arrow, good shoot in the backyard arrow. It's a 5/1000 straightness. We're going to take our old arrow straightener here that has a dial indicator on it here in a minute and see exactly out of the box what they're spinning straightness wise. But they're advertised at plus or minus 5/1000. They come from the factory with 2 yellow and 1 red fletching. Of course, you can order shafts and have them custom made. We sell the boxes of 6 here a lot just because it seems like a lot of folks, want to buy half dozen at a time, so that works out good. It's a 19/64 diameter, which is just your standard carbon size. You can also get a brass insert if you want to add some weight to the arrow, and you can add weights to the back of that insert or to just your regular insert that comes with the arrow. So there's a couple ways you can add weight to the arrow. As far as spines go, there's a wide range you can get. The 350 is our most popular. It's sort of the 55-70 pound range. And now, of course, look at a spine chart because it's according to the length and all that. But a 350 seems to fit 80% plus of folks that come through the doors. And then, of course, your 400, your 500, your 600 would get into the lower poundages, the kids, the ladies. And then the 300 would be a little more poundage or a longer arrow. So let's take one of these arrows, put it on this dial indicator, see what it's spinning. I'm going to open this brand new box, never opened it before, and we'll just see what kind of numbers we get, and then we'll talk about it some more. Okay, I got a set up here. I tried to get the camera close so you could see the indicator there. I'm going to pull out this fresh 6 arrows. Brand new out of the box. And this is just going to give us an idea because this is about a foot across here with our dial indicator, just to see what we actually get. Usually we get better. Well, there it goes. I'm going to rotate that over to 0. If it'll still, well, now it's moved back on me. Okay. I'm going to slowly rotate it. We are at about 2/1000 on that one. I'm going to move you a little bit closer because I can tell it's harder to see on here. All right, hopefully you can kind of see that. I'm going to do it one more time with this arrow. We're starting there. A little less than 2/1000, so that would technically be plus or minus 1. I'm going to set this arrow to the side. I've had people ask, when I did it last time, well, what about a whole batch of them, so why not? Here we go. I keep trying to get it on 0 for you, but it wants to move them, and there we go. All right, so there's that. I'd say that's about 2 to 2.5 thousandths. Here's the third one. I'm making sure to not get on the label here. About 1.5 thousandths on that. Actually, I was on the label with the indicator. Yeah, about the same. About 1.5 thousandths. Another cool thing about these arrows, I just noticed, I don't know if you can see it on here, but there is a serial number, so if you were to have any kind of trouble with an arrow, they could track the lot number and find out what's going on. We, to my knowledge, have never had trouble with these. That's about 1/2 thousandth right there. I just wanted to do this because usually when I've done this and checked them, they're always way better, you know, plus or minus 5 thousandths. You're talking about 10 thousandths. I'm on the label. That one's about 1/2 thousandth. And last one, we'll do it at the end here. It's at about 2 thousandths. Just for giggles, here's one that's been shot, one of our test arrows that's been shot for a good while. Let's just see what it reads. I'm about got to get on the label with this one because it's cut, but even, and that should make it worse, even on the label, we're at less than 2 thousandths. So I know what you're going to say. If you research this, they actually are supposed to check this span at 28 inches. Well, it just so happens we have that too. So let's go check a couple on that dial indicator. Okay, so here's at a 28-inch span. I just grabbed 3 random arrows that we had. Just under 2 thousandths. Next arrow. Okay, got it loaded. About the same. 1.5, 2 thousandths. And another one. All right, we're at 1, 2, right at 3 thousandths. All right, so now I know you're thinking, okay, the straightness is way better than advertised, but what about the weights? So I'm just going to take these shafts. I hadn't cleaned them out, hadn't done anything. Typically, if I'm really worried about matching up a shaft, I'll run a brush or something through it to get the carbon dust out, but I hadn't even done that here. 334.4. 334.4 again. 334.4. That's almost hard to believe. Make sure I'm not touching anything here. Okay, so we got 3 identical arrows. I don't know that I have, oh, there's the one with the field tip in it. I don't know that I have tried this myself before, but this is fairly impressive. 334.6, 6 and 7, so we're a couple tenths of a grain off. 334, 3.4, 334.7. So those are all within pretty much half a grain of each other. All right, that even impressed me. I've never checked the weights like that on these arrows before, and it just came across my mind as we were recording this. So half a grain across 6 arrows that were just randomly took off the wall, and you know, the worst arrow I think was right at 3 thousandths, so it'd be plus or minus 1.5 thousandths. That's pretty impressive. I can't really say enough good things about these arrows. Like I say, we've never had any trouble. We've been selling them for several years now. Black Eagle, some great folks out of Georgia. But if you need some good arrows, some outlaw arrows from us and you're local, just swing by the shop. We always keep them in stock, all different spines. If you're not local, I'm going to put a link to an Amazon affiliate thing in the description. It would help support our channel if you bought through that. And they'll ship you the box of them straight from there. And if you were to need like a super custom arrow, just give us a call. We've got a lot of people that call, and we put custom wraps on them, custom, you know, different colored fletching, all that sort of thing. We can build them with different weights up front. And speaking of weight, I didn't check this, but let's take this average test arrow we got here and just see what it weighs. It's got a 100 grain tip in it. And we're just a smidgen under 400 grains. So just to give you an idea of, you know, a regular arrow with a 100 grain tip, you're going to be at, you know, 380 to 400 grains. But definitely check out the description. I'll put a link to the spine chart. You know, just see what your arrow length is and your poundage, and you can kind of go off of that. One thing I didn't mention is the grains per inch on these. The 300 spine is 9.1, the 350 spine is 8.6, the 400 is 8.1, 500 is 7.4, and 600 is 6.8. So hopefully this helps some folks out. Let us know if there's any way we can help you, any questions we can answer. We'll continue doing some of these arrow videos in the next few weeks and kind of go over all the Black Eagle things. We found Black Eagle probably 5-6 years ago. They're semi-local to us, about 2 hours away in Georgia, and I like that. So we started ordering a few, have never had any trouble. They got an arrow for almost any person out there. If you want a super heavy arrow, if you want a skinnier arrow, if you want a standard arrow, tournament shafts, we've shot them all, we've sold them all, and we're really impressed with them. So just let us know how we can help you. Thanks for watching. If you don't mind, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. It'll help our algorithm and help our channel kind of get out there. And we do a live feed once a week, a podcast, and usually some kind of product review type thing. So check us out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.